Hey, your friendly neighborhood geek here doing another video. This time on something I've been saying I wanted to do for a couple months. We are going to be looking at some old Toy Biz Marvel comics. This is the most recent one I got, maybe like, I think last year. I'll talk about this one in a minute. Yeah, and some card backs, some poster books, and reissues of um, Marvel Comics. So, for those who don't know, or maybe you weren't around during this time, back in the day, a company called Toy Biz, which I'm not sure if they're still around. I don't think so. I'm not entirely sure. A company called Toy Biz had the rights, owned the rights to make toys based off Marvel Comics, so the Marvel animated cartoons during the '90s, and whatever Marvel, whatever anything Marvel they wanted to make a toy of, pretty much they could do it. And all the way until maybe like 2006, seven, um, the rights have went to Hasbro, for better or for worse. In the beginning, Hasbro's Marvel Legends weren't all that great, but as time went on, they kind of found their formula. The quality of figures have gotten better, and of course, we've gotten figures based off characters who we never would have thought we would have got when Toy Biz had the rights, or characters like Miles Morales, for example, who didn't exist when Toy Biz owned the rights. Now has tons of solid, cool action figures. So in the end, it worked out for the Marvel Legends brand. And I think a year or two ago, they even like had some packaging that was reminiscent of the old Toy Biz packaging, like um, anniversary pieces, like Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, and that was really really cool. But yeah, so back in the day, the 2000s, you got the action figure, a display stand, maybe, um, accessories depending on the character, and a comic book or poster book. So in total, you got like 4, 5 things for under $20. Um, and that was really cool. Like you got your money's worth back in the day. Of course, a lot of those old Toy Biz toys, depending what shape they're in, can kind of go for a lot of money. I've bought in 2 Toy Biz figures in box as of recent years. My astonishing X-Men Wolverine, who I'll take this out of the bag, who you see right here. I had the variants, so I had him with the unmasked face or whatever head. I sold that figure because I did a review on my retro Hasbro retro brown costume Wolverine, and that's like my definitive Wolverine. So all the other Wolverine figures I had before that one, I just sold them. Um, and I have a Hulk. Hulk was also like a Hasbro release, but his body mold was based off Toy Biz Hulk body mold or whatever, but it was re-released in the Hasbro Marvel Legends line. And I said this one, this also came with a trading card, which is a Black Widow trading card. This came with my Black Widow, which was a variant, so it was her sister Yelena as the Black Widow. Um, and that was the most recent figure I got, which was like I think like I said last year. So I will show these two off towards the end. You see that this says not for resale. All of these say not for resale. Real quick, I want to show the card backs. I forgot. My uncle gave me a brand new Punisher, so I take that. So I had Wolverine, Punisher, Black Widow with like my 3 Marvel Legend figures that I opened. Toy Biz Marvel Legend figures that I opened. So here's a poster of Frank Castle, which is really cool. Again, because I'm a collector, I didn't remove it. I just kept it like that. Um, you see some figures on the back. I had this Beast. I still have this Punisher. He's in a box. Never had Gambit, never had Elektra. But I had this Beast. I got it from one of my friends. I don't have him anymore. I just think it's funny. Um, the comics outlived the toys because I was kind of hard on some of my toys growing up. This one came with Wolverine, who came with a build a figure piece to build Apocalypse, which is really dope. You see on the back. I'm not going to bother to read the the bio about the characters. So if you're interested, I guess pause and read if you're interested. Here's the one for Frank. Again, just pause, try to hopefully you can see the words good enough if you are wanting to read what the bio says. Um, like I said, um, this has so this has Maestro Hulk. Cool. I still kind of want this figure. He did get a modern Hasbro one, so I probably will get the Hasbro one at some point. Sasquatch, who also got a modern figure. Um, X-23, who I have her, but her Wolverine, when she became the new female Wolverine. Iron Fist, who I don't have, but I still think is a cool figure. Bishop, who just got a new figure based off the 90s cartoon. I would like to get that. And Wolverine, who I had and sold. So those are the card backs. Like I said, I decided to keep those. Decided to keep the card backs. Here's another one. Okay, so this is for Yolana. This is for Yolana. Again, if you want to read, you can pause. Let's see. Here's the front. It has Spider-Man on it. 3 free comics. Oh, you have to go to the website. A lot of advertisements, which really drew me to the comic. Like as a kid, I really didn't read the comic. I just like I was little, so I just like looking through the pictures and looking through the advertisements, and I always enjoyed doing that periodically. To this day, I still like doing that because it's nostalgia for me. Like I remember that time in my life when I got these toys, being introduced to the Marvel universe. Because growing up, I really just had like the '90s Spider-Man show. I was a little familiar with the X-Men because of the movies. The same goes for the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four had a cartoon during the early 2000s. And of course, I had Justice League and Teen Titans and Batman, the animated series. So, but to see all these shows and all these properties and just, getting introduced to the Marvel Universe and the DC Universe was just really cool as a kid. Um, let's see. So here's Storm. Cool. Don't have that one, but I do like her little display stand with Thundercloud. Swamp Thing? No, that's Swamp Thing. Man Thing. Man Thing. Cool. I still like that figure. I had this Captain America, but he was missing an arm and his shield. The Black Widow, which I have, but I have the variant, which I actually like more. Dr. Octopus, which is still a solid figure. And Iron Man, never had him. And Iceman, I had that Iceman. Unfortunately, he didn't survive. He didn't survive all these years. He's been gone for a long time, but his comic survived. So, also as a bonus, here is my card back for Hellboy. I really like the illustration on this. That's why I kept it from Big Blast. Not sure what other toys they made, but here's a bio for Hellboy, which is cool. Kind of kicking myself for getting rid of him because I love Hellboy, and Hellboy merchandise is kind of expensive, so I sold that figure. So I'll probably try to buy another one at some point. Here is the Spirit, Hellboy, and Grendel. I'm familiar with Spirit and I am familiar with Grendel, but not like to the point where I'm knowledgeable about the storyline. I'm just familiar with the characters. Um, Even has who sculpted the figure, which is really cool, and it has it's based on the sketches by Mike Mignola. Okay, so looked at the card backs. Let's look at the comics. Let's look at this one real quick. So, real quick, I do want to say, for years I wanted this. And this, I was able to get this. I think I did a review on it a year or two ago. I have this box set, and there was another version with just the Fantastic Four. It didn't have their son or Doctor Doom or Herbie the robot. Um, I have that set as well. So I have both Fantastic Four box sets. Um, and the Spider-Man set. Some of the figures in this set are dated, but this set goes for a lot of money, like maybe close to $1,000, maybe. I would love to get this set one day, even if I could find all the figures individually. you know, I still want this. This is really, really, really cool. I really love that Spider-Man, the red and black, and that Spider-Man was really, really posable. So yeah, just FYI, this is extremely expensive. It says copyright 2004. This is solely a poster book. Here's some Lord of the Ring action figures. So Toybiz also made figures for Lord of the Rings. That is really neat. I really like these figures, especially the tree. I forgot what that character's called. Um, oh, it's Treebeard. Yeah, Treebeard looks cool. Um, I'm a casual Lord of the Rings fan. I haven't seen the original trilogy in years. I did see the Hobbit movies when they were in theaters, and I did really enjoy those. I have, is it Bilbo? I have Bilbo's house as a Lego set. I think I did a video on it. So, yeah. So, we have Wolverine. I'm not sure if these were intended to be taken out of the book or not. I just, left it the way it is. Wolverine. Um, really like this illustration of him on the skulls. Here's another one. Yeah, so these are really cool. Like I said, these were just fun little extras to get along with your Marvel action figure. Wolverine and Beast. There was an X-Men box set. I never got that one. Again, some of the figures in that set are kind of dated. Um, again, Beast had a lot of cool illustrations. Growing up, I didn't really like the Fantastic Four. I didn't know they were a team. I thought they were just their own, individual superheroes. So it was kind of cool learning, like, oh, these characters are on a team together, and this character, is a solo hero, and that was really cool. Yes, we have Rogue, Anna Marie, fan favorites. Everybody loves Rogue. Kind of did her dirty in the Fox X-Men movies, but you know, um, this is a good one. X-Men Legends. This is a good one. Um, a couple months ago, I played Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1. Um, oh, and I played X-Men Legends 2. Those were both really fun Marvel games. It really immersed you into the Marvel universe. I highly recommend those if you're interested. Um, Another one of Rogue and her husband, or at the time, I don't think he was her husband. Gambit. Never had a Gambit. Again, he is one of my favorite X-Men, though. Again, these illustrations are really cool. Really like this one. This will make a great wallpaper on my phone. Um, so again, these are just super duper cool. I really like this one. This one makes him look younger, like he's like 20. He's in his 20s. The other ones kind of like make him look like he's in his 30s. And here's Magneto. I love Magneto. Probably one of the best villains slash anti-heroes of all time. Don't have a Magneto yet. I do want to get the Mafex, um, Age of Apocalypse one, but of course that one's like super pricey. So yeah, I'll probably get that one eventually. There's another awesome Magneto illustration, the Ruined City. And here we have an advertisement for a Spider-Man 2 action figure. I think I had this growing up. I wish I still had it. I can only imagine how much it goes for now. Because Spider-Man, I mean, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, period, that merchandise goes for a lot of money because you know how popular those movies were when they came out. This one's a little bit more beat up. You see it has Mr. Fantastic, Wesley Snipes' Blade, which my uncle owns this one, still in box. Colossus, Sabretooth, Nick Fury, and Silver Surfer, which I had. He was my very first Marvel Legend figure, which I still had him. He came with a Howard the Duck accessory. So if you can imagine two characters I wasn't really familiar with and getting this collectible. So Silver Surfer, my first Toy Biz set. Here is Incredible Hulk toy line, which is really cool. I still like to get the Joe Fix-It. I have a Zorby Man who's not advertised in here. I got Absorbing Man. That figure, again, kind of dated, but still a fun toy. I have him displayed with my Hulk. Um, Again, I never read the story. I still haven't read the story. So I'm not really going to show the story. I'm just showing the advertisements. Again, we get the Lord of the Rings. We get some 12-inch live action movie figures, Daredevil and Wolverine. So cool. Let's see. It says 2003. So I guess this figure was released in 2003. A novel about Mary Jane. Cool. I like the artwork for the cover of the book. Yeah, it says July 2003. Popsicle advertisement. I think I had some of these, yeah, growing up. Midtown Comics. Midtown is still around. Yeah, 20 years later. I think it's in New York. Cool. Here's an advertisement for the 2003 Hulk game. I played the Game Boy one and the console version on emulator. Still a fun game. I enjoyed it. I kind of played it with cheats, because why not? It's fun. It's challenging because there's sequences, levels where you have to play as Dr. Banner and be stealthy. I don't know. I think it's dated. It is a little dated in some areas, but it's still charming. It's still a fun game. Just kind of have to. I don't know. You have to just try it and see if you like it for yourself. Ultimate Destruction. That game, a lot of people say is like the best Hulk game we ever got. I've yet to play it. There's another advertisement for locks. Master Lock. Interesting. Oh, here's another advertisement for X-Men X2 Wolverine's Revenge. This is really cool. I still want to play this game. Like I said, I can play a lot of these old PlayStation games on emulator. I just haven't got around to it. The game is dated in some areas. Again, we're supposed to be getting a new Wolverine game, I think, from the same people who made the new PlayStation Spider-Man game and Miles Morales game. So, yeah, let's see if it'll live up to X-Men Origins Wolverine. Advertisement for underoos. I never wore those to my knowledge. And I think an advertisement for vitamins. So, interesting. Marvel Select, which is cool. I'm not sure. I think Marvel Select, yeah, I think it's still around. Diamond Select toys. And lastly, some other miscellaneous stuff, other books, statues. I still want this. I still haven't read this story, Kraven's Last Hunt. Really good Spider-Man story. I still want this. I think I saw one listing for it on eBay a year ago for like $1,000. So yeah, and I like that there's a Batman Hush advertisement and there's a Tomb Raider advertisement. So that's really neat. And lastly, we have these individual X-Men figures that you could get. I always wanted to get this Wolverine. Cool. So yeah, that is the Silver Surfer comic. So next we have X-Men. Cool. About ice. So this one came with my Iceman. These are neat. I had the Sandman. That's still a solid action. That's still a solid Sandman action figure. It still holds up to this day. But I was younger. I went to go visit a relative and I forgot it there, and never saw him again. So womp womp womp. But that was a very fun toy. Another advertisement. for, I guess, get comics in the mail. I don't know. I guess an X-Men themed train set. Cool. I guess. I don't know what they're going for with this one. More of the story. These are cool. Get these Eagle Marvel silver dollar type collectibles. Really neat. I love the illustrations on these. Um, Another advertisement with Wolverine. I guess they make him look like he's 20 years old. I guess encouraging children to be active. Okay. I may have mentioned in another video, I'm not sure. I actually did a review on TikTok. Here's another advertisement for Spider-Man collectibles, Spider-Man stuff. Neat. I binged like majority of the Marvel cartoons like last year. I binged the X-Men cartoons back to back. I started with the 90s show and I really enjoyed that one. Glad to see it come back for better or for worse. East Coast Comics, interesting. I binged Evolution, which came out in the early 2000s. Evolution was a lot of fun. Evolution was just like a modern, it just X-Men and that modern young adult generation at the time. Evolution was a lot of fun. They did some things differently. Another advertisement, I guess, for it says Marvel Superheroes Adventure City, Niagara Falls. Okay. And we have this one, Spidey. With great selection comes great responsibility. My Comic Shop. A ride at Universal Orlando. It's been really fun to have been to back in the day. To have gone to. Another advertisement that's not affiliated with Marvel at all. Okay. Like I said, so I binged Evolution, I binged the 90s show, and I binged Wolverine the X-Men, which I think only had one season. So, yeah, but it was good for what it was. And this, I'm gonna see if I can look up the artwork for these, because I really love the illustrations. This is a card game. Neat. Spider-Man villains. And we have, I'm not sure this is an omnibus or this is a novel. Some Spider-Man Fantastic Four books. And lastly, we have these, which is neat. Okay, cool. And back to the back. So yeah, the X-Men one, cool. Astonishing X-Men. Let's see. I don't really remember much of what was in this issue. I got this in a comic book store called A Plus Comics. Neat. Oh, cool. So we have a box set of Lord of the Ring characters. I don't remember that. I remember seeing that. It's neat. This is an issue from Astonishing X-Men. Yeah, I don't remember this at all. Fantastic Four movie figures. Cool. I love the Fantastic Four. Probably my favorite superhero team. I like the concept of them. Fun fact about me. Figure Factory. I do remember some of these back in the day. Never had any. Yeah, this is cool. So maybe like last year, Marvel Legends Showdown. Yeah, I had a handful of these. I still do. I have a Spider-Man. I have the Fantastic Four, all in the Showdown scale. So yeah, it's a cool, neat idea. I never figured out how to play it because I really didn't have anyone to play it with. I just like collecting figures, so that's really neat. Yeah, so maybe last year I had another Marvel Essential Library. Okay, cool. Um, I had I got in contact with a studio who were taking ideas for this is cool, t-shirts and sweatshirts. Nice illustration of Wolverine. Who were taking pitches and ideas for cartoons. This was a what's the word? I had this is cool. This is cool. I had this. I wish I still had this. It's plug and play. I had this growing up. I wish I still had it because the game was actually pretty. It was okay. It was cool. Jack specific. Yeah, I wish I still had that. Wow, this is cool. A Tony Hawk advertisement. Dope. Tony Hawk was the man back in the day. Um, yeah, so the studio was taking ideas. Really cool illustration of Colossus throwing Wolverine. That's neat. Um, ooh, symbiote Spider-Man. It's neat. It's cool. I like that. It's a cool figure. So I pitched my idea. I was in contact with the head of the company and had to sign a waiver or whatever and paperwork and didn't get any feedback. So I don't know if they ever saw my pitch or not. But I have all the information, illustrations, all the work I did. I have it saved on my computer. So when I have the opportunity to present it to another studio, everything's there at my fingertips. Here is some, I guess, metamorphs. Neat idea. And then eventually Hasbro would make like Transformer themed Marvel characters. So again, some cool ones in here. Yeah, I'll just stick this back in the packaging. So, like I said, one of the inspirations for my show, it was going to be superhero themed, and it was going to have, it was going to be inspired by like Fantastic Four, X-Men, Teen Titans, Hellboy, like all those kind of characters I admire, kind of inspired my show. So, lastly, I don't think there's much to see in this one, surprisingly. Here's the card of Black Widow. And yeah, same advertisement from my Iceman. Same Spider-Man advertisement. Same. This is different. Okay. Mile High Comics spent. MileHighComics.com. I wonder how many of these are websites still around. This train set again. The coins again. Cool. Probably would have done better if they just gave us like a poster book. Wolverine 1 again with the children. Spider-Man 1. Let's kind of just going through this one. East Coast Comics again. Superhero City. My Comic Shop. The Marvel Spider-Man books. I mean, the Fantastic Four Spider-Man books. This is different. Spider-Man 2 Skateboard. Other miscellaneous stuff. Cool. Spider-Man 2. A lot of people consider that maybe the best superhero movie of all time. Another Spider-Man 2 advertisement. Freezer Pop. Okay. A lot of people consider like the best Spider-Man movie ever made. Now that Across the Spider-Verse came out, people maybe think that Across the Spider-Verse tops Spider-Man 2. I don't know. I think Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man is like the best animated one, but the best live action one might still be Spider-Man 2. Maybe. And we have these again. Really enjoyed No Way Home. No Way Home was just, a love letter to this whole movie Spider-Man franchise. So yeah. Well, that's it. Those are all the Toybiz comics I have. This, just it's kind of sad. It shows a period. The quality of toys. I mean, we had these were just well. Not to say the new ones aren't, but those are well sculpted, well, put together action figures, and not every Toybiz Marvel Legend was great, because they didn't do so well with the female characters, unfortunately. That they like what they do with the male characters, but yeah. But like I said, just shows the quality of stuff back then that you would get. Like I said, a poster book, display stand, all for under $20. So like I said, these are just a lot of fun. These are just part of my my childhood growing up. Even though, like I said, I really didn't read the comics. I I enjoyed looking at the advertisements. So yeah, like I said, just a little fun video, go down memory lane. So that's it for this video. My jacket hopefully gets here by Monday. It already made it to Atlanta, so it's on its way to my post office. Hopefully, we'll get it by Monday. Whatever I decide to do, again, might be a TikTok, might be a re-review on a collectible, or it might be if I have the funds to buy something new and inexpensive, then I'll do a review on that. But at the moment, it's kind of up in the air what the next video will be. But hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Peace, you guys.